Increasing graduates, public service, and research are part of the higher education goals of the Southern Regional Education Board, a compact of 16 southern states that work with state policymakers and education leaders on critical education issues. Today, a third of students entering American universities are minorities, and yet among the faculty, less than 1 in 10 is someone of color. Who stands at the front of the room matters. Studies show when Black and Hispanic students have a minority teacher for just 1 year in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, they are more likely to finish high school and go on to college. This is especially true for male students. Imagine then the impact on minority college students who see a professor who looks like them.
25 years ago, the Doctoral Scholars Program made a commitment to help minority students who wanted to earn their Ph.D.s to go into faculty teaching positions on college campuses. We've had almost 1,000 program graduates, and of those graduates, 4 out of 5 of them are teaching on our college campuses. The Doctoral Scholars Program is trying to address the SREB higher education goal in 2 ways. Number 1, we're increasing the number of graduates. Secondly, those graduates go on to be engaged in teaching, research, and public service in their institutions and in their communities.
The Doctoral Scholars Program offers support, training, workshops, opportunities for employment, all of it designed to help minority students earn their Ph.D., the highest measure of learning in their fields, and contribute their knowledge on a university campus.
It's another familial support that I have that's just kind of there in the background when I need them, and they allow me the time and the space to do what I need to as a student.
One of the major things that was important to me about SRE being a Doctoral Scholars Program was to really have the ear of people that wanted me to graduate, wanted me to go on, wanted me to be prepared for a position in the academy, and that was real valuable.
And that encouragement reoccurs every year right here, the annual Institute on Teaching and Mentoring, the largest gathering of minority Ph.D. students in the nation.
A doctoral program is worried about you getting certain grades and accomplishing certain tasks. This institute allows for more fulfillment, more growth, more development, more understanding of the intangible feelings that you're going through.
SREB, they have this yearly institute where you come and you learn and you really get energized. And SREB and the institute and the people at SREB really help you with that endurance, because you get burnt out. And then you go to the institute and you get refreshed and you're ready to push through. I used to get so many ideas. Even though it had nothing to do with my field, I would come out of the institute with a list of experiments and how I wanted to do them.
The Doctoral Scholars Program also models servant leadership, encouraging graduates to help the next generation. In fact, a recent survey of program graduates shows that 88% participate in public service. One example, Dr. Nanette Napier and her Technology Ambassadors Program. It started small. The Doctoral Scholars Program helps to feed public service ideas with startup grants.
So it was like $500. It was like a seed grant, but it was really nice to say, okay, there's somebody outside of just my school that thinks this is a good idea. Here, I've got this money that I can kind of use to promote this idea and see how it works. And so that kind of helped solidify that I needed to do something.
Her tech camp now conducts STEM workshops for college students who then go on to mentor middle school students.
This is actually a professional development program for students who are either information technology majors or minors, and then they have to create a tutorial that middle school students can use. So what's kind of really great about our model is that is multi-tiered. You've got the faculty who are mentoring the teams of our undergraduate students. You've got the undergraduate students creating programs for middle and high school students.
One more, Dr. Kynnis Gaucher. 20% of all the African Americans in the U.S. majoring in human-centered computing work in his university lab. What's more, in this lab, Dr. Gaucher is introducing high school students to career opportunities in computer science.
The Doctoral Scholars Program really provided a lot of mentoring for me. And without that program, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. And because of that mentoring and wanting to give back, I expanded my research area into computer science education, where I actually can give back to the Metro Atlanta community through my research. So my students now in my research lab at Morehouse, they actually go and they do these outreach activities as research projects, and they actually serve their communities.
Scholars from diverse backgrounds bring important perspectives to science. Without these DSP scholars, some research questions wouldn't get asked or answered.
So I did my doctorate at Augusta University. I enrolled and I did my doctorate in molecular hematology and regenerative medicine. And I think the decision to do that was pretty much informed by my health. Living with sickle cell disease sort of informed what I would study.
In a recent survey, 85 program scholars reported a total of $21 million in research grants from the National Institute of Health, the National Science Foundation, NASA, and other agencies. 85 scholars, $21 million. Now imagine how large that number is with close to 1,000 graduates over the last 25 years. For a quarter century, the Doctoral Scholars Program has been increasing graduates, supporting public service, expanding research. Soon, there will be 1,000 graduates. 75% are working in higher education, 70% in SREB states. And these scholars don't quit. 90% are either in school or have earned their Ph.D., and on average, they finish 2 years earlier than their peers across the nation.
We know this program works. The challenge over the next 25 years for the program and for SREB states is a population that's getting more diverse. How can we not continue to invest in an educated workforce that includes all our citizens? That's the challenge.